So here, heterotrophic nutrition. Now we have completed autotrophic nutrition. We are going to start heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition is also divided into two parts, that is saprotrophic nutrition and parasitic nutrition. Now let's understand it in deep. Parasitic nutrition we will be doing first. Parasitic nutrition is the nutrition in which organism derives food from other living organisms. This is the most important term to write, that it derives its food from living organism. For example, Cuscuta. Cuscuta is the amarbale or the dodder. This is a yellowish thread-like structure without leaves. It doesn't have leaves and cannot prepare its food by photosynthesis, and it grows on another plants. The plant on which Cuscuta or any parasite grows is an host. Now it grows on other plant and derives the nutrition from that living organism, that is a plant, and the plant on which it grows is known as the host. Hence, Cuscuta is a parasite. So, insectivorous plant. Some plants feed on insects for their nitrogen requirements. Now, some insects fulfill their nitrogen requirements by eating the insects. For example, pitcher plant. This plant's leaves get modified into a lid which then helps in trapping an insect. This lid is capable of opening and closing. So this lid, as you can see, this is a lid, and actually it is a leaf which is modified into a lid, and it is capable of opening and closing for trapping the insect. Now there are some downward pointing hairs that you can see here. They are pointing downwards here, right? So now when an insect enters, suppose this is an insect and it is entering this pitcher plant, then because of these hairs it cannot climb back against the hairs, and ultimately if it is not capable of climbing back, so it ultimately falls to the bottom of the leaf, and then it get digested by the juices present there. Such insect eating plants are called insectivorous plants. Now, saprotrophic nutrition. Now, sapros means rotten and trophic means food or nutrition. Now, saprotrophic nutrition is the process in which organisms feed on dead and decaying matter. Dead and decaying matter, and actually the rotten. Rotten means sada hua. So, this is saprotrophic nutrition. In saprotrophic nutrition, the plant feeds on the dead and decaying matter. So now, extracellular digestion. Organisms which follow saprotrophic nutrition, they do extracellular digestion. So they digest their food by extracellular digestion. The food gets digested outside the cells or sometimes even outside the body of the organism. Means here the digested food comes out of the cells or even out of the body of the organism. This does not happen in the humans. So this type of digestion is called extracellular digestion. The organism secretes digestive juices, same as humans, directly on the food. So these digestive juices make the food soluble. The organism then directly absorbs it. Now, here are some examples of these saprotrophic nutrition organisms, that are rhizopus, that is a bread mold, mucor, that's a pin mold, and yeast, agaricus, that is the scientific name of mushroom, and many bacteria like these. So now here, symbiotic relationship. Sometimes two organisms live in close association and develop a relationship that is beneficial for both, and it's a close association which has benefits for both the organisms. This is called symbiotic relationship. In Greek, symbion means to live together. For example, some algae and fungi live in the roots of the trees, and they receive the shelter and nutrition from the tree. In return, they help trees to absorb water and minerals, because the algae comes in the monsoon season only. So it absorbs water more efficiently because of algae. So this association is beneficial for both the organisms. So more examples of symbiotic relationship are these two of lichen. Lichen is a living partnership between a fungus and an algae. The fungus absorbs water and mineral and provides shelter, and the algae prepares food from photosynthesis. Now, second example is rhizobium is a bacterium that lives in the roots of leguminous plant. This bacteria converts the nitrogen from the atmosphere in usable form that can be utilized by the plant. The plant in turn provides food and shelter to the bacterium. Which bacterium? The rhizobium bacterium. So this is the same concept which we learned in the autotrophic nutrition when we were studying nitrogenous requirements. For now, here soil replenishing. How does the soil replenish, and how does the plant grows again and again by no breakdown? Plants remove nutrients from the soil as they grow. These nutrients need to be reintroduced by the into the soil so that the soil remains productive and it remains fertile for growing the plants. Here farmers usually enrich the soil by adding the manures and the fertilizers. These are materials that contain one or more nutrients that plant need. Now here in the farms, farmers take care of the fertilization of the soil, but in a forest, how does it happen? Let's understand. In forest where no one goes to add fertilizer, the decomposition of dead leaves and other plants and animal matter enriches the soil with the nutrients. As we discussed, just like rhizobium that we just discussed above also help in soil enrichment for replenishing it. So this was the last slide, and thank you so much. Please like and share my video, and also subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.